Hello, hi everyone. So welcome to a new video. So unfortunately this video I am creating in a huge like a sort of a problem over here for F1 students, because as of now, as you all have heard, by July 6th there was a new announcement from service department that it created out like a 3 template format rule that says that hey, they are actually going to ban certain sects of F1 students who do not fall under a specific criteria. So let's just deeply walk through what exactly is this rule and what are all the implications in related with this particular new rule that the ICE officers have brought to us. So the first rule itself, so the first rule is for a legal F1 and an M1 student who is actually planning to take all the 3 credits or all the 3 subjects online would not be able to continue his F1 status. So what does that mean? So that means that if you are a student, for example, if I am a student and I am a fall or I am going to take a fall 2020 student, and if I take all the 3 credits as an online class, then I would definitely lose my F1 status, and that would relate or that would take me to either me being getting deported out of US or me being an illegal immigrant alien or like unauthorized alien over here in the United States. So these are the 2 possibilities if you are planning to take all of your courses in the fall semester of 2020. So let's go to the second rule. So what does the second rule say? So the second rule says that if you are a student and if you are planning to take 3 credit courses, then you can take one of these courses as online, but you should take the other 2 as in-person classes. Or so out of the 3 courses, only 1 course is the one that you can take as online class. So that is the second rule. So now coming to the third rule, what does the third rule say? So the third rule says that if you do not fall the category of the first and the second universities, or like if you are belonging to a school that offers a hybrid program. So what does that means to do? So if you are a student that does the hybrid program, then you can take 4 courses if you want under this hybrid program, and out of the 4 courses you can take 3 online classes, but 1 class should be actually an in-person in the university class that you should have attendance and you should come to the university to take that. And the second catch point in this is that out of these 4 classes or like this hybrid, when your university is actually giving you or providing you a hybrid class, the one thing that you need to take note is your university officials should actually provide you with a new I-20. It's a different I-20 than your normal I-20. So this is something, or is a really catch point. If your university is going to offer a hybrid class, then you should be always in touch with your university officials and should take care that the new I-20 or you are actually being provided with the new I-20, not just the regular I-20. That would actually keep you in status. So now we have understood these are the 3 different new rules that have been planned to be implemented in the United States by the ICE officials and the USCIS officials. So now let's try to understand. Now the next segment is, now we are trying to understand how or what are the possible implications of these rules. So who are the most affected by these rules? So just as we all know, we are actually going through this corona pandemic, right? Everyone is actually in an real shock of how all the things would turn around, or we are still in a dilemma of how the colleges are going to come back, when actually the colleges are going to come back. most of the colleges nowadays are like online classes or are providing online classes. So I am in touch with many of my friends who actually say that hey, they are actually doing all of their courses online as of now. And even big universities like Harvard, UCLA, all these big universities were actually planning to have full online classes during the fall semester. I will put some articles below, so you have an idea of what are the trending news as of now, or what are the trending news that are going around. Then they were actually planning to do online classes because they want to actually prevent a second wave of corona. They were predicting that there would be a second wave of corona, and by going completely online, they would be able to prevent any, they would actually be able to implement social distancing, and all those criteria can be followed. But so the main impact, let's discuss about the main impact over here. So the main impact occurs to students who are actually presently in F1 status and are actually in India, who just went for a visit or something, right? They just went to a visit and they are actually legally students and they are actually taking online classes, right? So technically they are a student of a particular university and they are undergone online classes. But because of this new rule, if in the fall 2020 if you continue to keep online classes, there is a huge risk that you will lose your F1 status, and you would not be able you would be actually you will lose your F1 status and you would not be able to re-enter US, because whenever you re-enter your US whenever you re-enter to US, actually they do a background check when you actually come through the airport, right? So you won't be allowed to re-enter to US even though you are a legal student. But new rule, since you had taken an online classes, you won't be able to you are not meeting the minimum requirements, or you are not abiding by the law. So that's the first criteria. Now second criteria are the students who are particularly in US, who are in US and who are actually presently doing online classes, because right now as we speak, most of the universities have moved online or hybrid. So for example, so the students who are actually planning to do just online classes, they are also in a risk of losing their F1 status, because according to the rule, no student should actually take full online classes during the fall semester. So these are the two particular criteria of international students that are in a great danger of losing their F1 status. So now let's go, after we have discussed the impact, now let's see what are the possible ways of actually going out or coming out of this impact, or is there a way that we can come out of this particular problem. So the first problem, just as I mentioned, is you can't take complete online classes. So the first thing that I can suggest, or I have suggested some of my juniors or some of my friends, is actually you can go to, or you can actually switch to another universities, or if your university does not offer a hybrid course or like an in-person course, then you should think of a possibility of actually transferring yourself to a separate university. So this is one of the conditions, to a university that actually provides a hybrid course or an in-person course. The second criteria is university professionals or the university guys would definitely try their best to keep you in status, because you are actually providing them business. Because of you, the university is running, so they will definitely do their best to keep you over there rather than you going to a different university or you having any problem. So be in touch with the university professionals, university guys, and keep up to date tracking of how things are turning around, or and have a rough idea about what your university is offering or what type of course you can take, like a hybrid course. If a particular department in your university is offering us course, a hybrid course, not in your department but in another department, can you take that course and meet the guidelines or meet the required rule? Then you must actually discuss with your university officials and say, hey, I am a Master of Science computer science students, but MIS, Master of Information Science, is offering like a hybrid program, can I take that? Would that be included in my curriculum? So you need to be in touch with those with the university officials and be in a good rapport with them, just to have an idea, just to be sure that everything is according to the rule and we play everything by the rule. Now third way of doing is actually planning or doing hybrid classes. So as we speak, this new rule is being planned to come over to the fall semester of 2020, right? So by that time, I believe most of the universities will have a sort of able to pull up like a hybrid program that would actually allow students to meet all the minimum criteria that the government is trying to say or trying to pitch for over here. So we do have some amount of time because the fall semester starts at the August and right now it's July, so we have roughly around 2 months of time, and I believe universities would definitely do their best to incorporate hybrid programs in each departments, just like as online programs as we have as of now. That means if you are taken an hybrid program, then you are actually legally obeying the rule and you don't have to worry about anything, right? And then the third thing is, but you have to think about getting the new I-20, that the third rule is actually asking you, like if you are taking a hybrid program, then you have to get a new I-20. So that's what it is. And now, since we have talked about the impact, the way to resolve this impact, and let's just see why are international students being targeted as of now. So what I believe is it's election time over here, it's November time, so I think it's just the political climate that's actually going around, and it's all this media hype and media buzz that's actually creating all this tension because of because of all this political criteria, because as you all know, in November 2020 we do have the presidential elections, and we never know if there is a new president coming in, and then there is or if Trump is going to continue his presidentship. If then the rules might change, might not change. 2021, I believe 2021 would have new possibilities, new opportunities for everyone. I hope that it's not as dull or not as conceiving or not as contrived as that of fall 2020. So then one more thing that I would like to add on is, like, for all those guys who are actually planning to come to fall 2020, just as I mentioned in the previous videos, you would actually want to defer your program to a different, like a spring 2021 or even fall 2021, because that would actually give you more background, would give you more time to work on and to understand the situation, how the situation in US turns around, or how is the criteria for these things that are coming in place, or how everything comes together by that time. Because right now, if you just come to US in this bus, you never know how things will turn around, or how things will affect you, because this time of the year is a very critical time of the year. Just as I mentioned earlier, it's the election time, anything can go around. There might be new drastic rules that pertaining to international students that might affect greatly to international students. So my suggestion over here is to actually defer your intake for fall 2020 to either spring 2021 or even fall 2021, because it's far better to spend 6 months to 1 year of time being safe rather than just coming into US and just regret that decision, right? So I believe I believe in things like everything happens in this world for good, and might be this everything would change around, and everything would we would have better opportunities, good really good good opportunities for all international students. Everything would become better and better during 2021. I think it's just an indication. So I hope you all guys are safe, and you all I hope you all are having a good day, and I hope this video was helpful for some of you guys, so you would have a rough idea what exactly is going on in regards with the new F1 rule that USCIS had passed. So hope you guys, peace.